This one time, I was a kid and I was with a friend at band camp. No, it wasn't band camp. But we went for a bike ride. And this was like in 1996 or something. I mean, they didn't have internets back then. It was crazy. At least it wasn't a thing that everybody has these days. It wasn't as ubiquitous. So we go for a bike ride, and wouldn't you know it, it gets darker and darker and darker until it just starts raining. And I laughed just now because this reminded me a lot of that moment where, you know, my friend and I, we were underneath that bridge for what seemed to me to be like, I don't know, a half an hour to an hour. Yeah, I'd say about 45 minutes. And it was raining harder and harder and harder and harder until finally it was like a torrential downpour. Just straight torrential downpour. Was not letting up. And it's like, shit, man, we gotta go home. Like, we have to go home. So we ride our bikes home in this torrential downpour, and I remember it being relatively warm. I might have been cold, but it was like a spring rain. It was not freeze you to the core of your body kind of cold. So we get home, and you know, I don't know if it was because I expected it or because it was literally really a thing, but we were the ones that were in trouble. We got in trouble for being out in the rain. It's like, thinking back on it now, it's like, what? I mean, we just had the natural consequences of our actions, of our you know, misjudgment of a thunderstorm. And now we get home and we're the bad guys? I mean, do you think we really wanted to be out in the rain getting drenched? It's like, looking back on those kinds of moments, I'm really glad that we were drenched. I am. And bringing that moment into the present, I suppose my life could be heinous from this point onward, and I might never be able to understand why I'm going through the things that I've gone through and why the pain that I've felt, the suffering has been necessary. I mean, I'm to the point where I don't even know. The thought of suicide is neither, it's kind of neither good, positive, or negative. The thought of death is neither positive nor negative. When I feel really bad, I mean, it seems like a positive. Suicide does. But, you know, I have these moments of clarity. I've actually drank 2 shots now on top of my prescribed medicines. So, cheers to that. But if I never understood in living in life why I had to suffer, I really hope that I will understand in death in the afterlife. I mean, I've thought about God and philosophy and things like a lot. Like I've done nothing but think in my life. Think about things. Done nothing but think about things. And play idle games, but that kind of, implies that you're either dead or thinking about something, about things that you would want to do. Anyway, yeah, I've thought a lot about these things, and I've looked for evidences, and I do believe there's an afterlife, and I do believe that there is an entity or entities which would easily be classified as God by our standards, but for some reason, and you can even look at quantum physics for explanations as to why this could be, but for some reason we can't know what comes next. We can't know that there is a God. Or it's kind of like we would break reality. We would break the reason for being here, knowing that there was a reason for us to be here. But anyway, I mean, if you pay attention to my what's it's, my blogs or my idiot cam, YouTubes or whatever, I'll repeat myself a lot, and if you want to get me into a conversation that's never ending, then all you have to do is talk about God, reality, or meaning, or truth, or something of that nature, spirituality. So yeah, if you don't understand, just keep watching. And know that you watching is actually helping me survive, both in a monetary and spiritual way. Thank you.